We're good.
Okay, there you go. There you go. It
Yay.
works now.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good, man. Obviously, you just finished college today. We're about
Nice.
to do the interview, and something that I was
hmm
clicking onto when I was figuring out the things to talk about. I realized that you're actually
Yeah.
like a hidden pocket, but very important in a sense to a lot of songs that
Yeah.
we put out in like a circle. So when
Yeah, I
I
get
say
you.
that, I'm talking about the songs that you've did the cover art for Rando, Chi, Santi, me. So like, what was the first one that you had done? Like, how did you even get into this?
Well, first of all, before I've done visual art and album art for artists, I started off as like a meme page. I ran it for I guess 2 to 3 years. And then I met Chi and I guess one day I was like, what if I just make cover art for one of his songs, and that cover art was the cover art for his EP Careless NWA.
Mm.
And then yeah, and then after that, I just realized that I had full potential in making art and to help out other song artists.
Yeah. Obviously, that project with Chi, the
Yeah.
songs like Indomie's on the Street Races. No, that's Rando. You have Indomie on there, but there's another song if you can remind me of that.
So there's Indomie, which is
Yeah.
like one of the songs that came out as a single. Then there's Miles, which is one of my favorite songs off that EP.
Yeah.
And then there is Shanghai, and then there's Careless NWA, which is the like song version of which is
Title
the
track.
song named after the EP.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's the one that I was trying to think of. But obviously these Rando and Chi are so close together all the time when they make the music that I get confused with some of the song titles. Yeah, bro. Obviously you've worked with Santi, if you can explain on that.
Yeah, so when I worked with Santi, it was just like a little it was like it started off as like a little silly conversation, and I told him that I make like album art for artists, and it got to the point where we just ended up working with each other, which birthed X Two.
Mm.
So it was like all like a little silly conversation that ended up making like a cover for an album.
So obviously
Yeah.
when you are making these cover arts, you go out and you're taking photos of real life activities. What is like the most insane photo that you've ever taken? What was the activity around it?
I feel like the most I feel like the photo that I took that was the most insane, it was mostly just the birds for Careless NWA.
Yeah, the one that's
Um
like
like
V.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so basically she asked to like take a photo of like a bird flying in a V position, you know?
yeah.
And so I went to a park, and I tried finding like birds and stuff to take photos of. And then the moment I saw like a flock of birds flying in a V shaped, I just had to like think quick and take the photo, and it came out great.
Got it. That's a staple for like
Yeah.
our social circle, bro. That
Yeah.
careless project from Chi. There be times where the photo isn't taken by you, but you do Photoshop like everything around that in a sense.
Yeah.
Where I know that you did one for me for the birthday project. You did the What's Up by Chi, if I'm not mistaken. Like your
Yes.
tag on there is like the braille. What does that even say?
Well, the Braille, usually she would put it, but I feel like the Braille is the like titles of the songs and albums, and like album and stuff like that. There's been times where I would send artists the art I make, and they would like add their own twist, and it would work.
I feel like you have made
Yeah.
you've got a good eye for these photos that you do make. Do you have like a specific song that you would like to say that is your favorite that you've worked on?
One of my favorite ones would have to be the cover art for a song called Beamer. It's made by this artist named Tina Nosa. She's
I
one of she's made some songs with Rondo, and she's honestly a really good artist. For anyone that's curious about her, I recommend checking her out.
I know that she has worked with Rando and sorry for the song that was special to me. I think you've already said
Oh, yeah, something special.
something special. I remember that song coming
Yeah.
out and it was like crazy because of how polished her vocals were on it. Of course, Sorry in a different bag too,
Yeah.
produced by Rando, bro.
Honestly, honestly, I thought Rondo was also gonna like sing a few verses, but I just realized it was just like it was just produced.
Yeah, that's a real producer activity
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's like one of the few songs that actually like amazed me.
Yeah. Outside of
Yeah.
all of this though, outside of these photos that you've made, the iconic covers that you've made for us, you're interested in the field of short films and eventually, hopefully, movies as well. Is that true?
So outside of like my world of making like visual art and album art, um I would make short films, and the process of making a short film is honestly kind of tricky because you need time, you need certain people to help you out, you need talent, which is what they call actors in the film universe. And sometimes there will be times where things get like very tricky, but then the good side of it is that you would like find ways to fix a certain problem, and you would and at the end the progress gets better.
Is this the thing that you are studying in college?
Well, it's one of them that I want to study, but another like field that I also want to work on is psychology.
I
And I want to study psychology as like an emergency like thing if like the things I want to pursue fail, to just have like an emergency backup so I can continue life.
do you feel like the psychology field would obviously mix it well within the movie field? Have you take this on?
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
Because there's movies that you'll pull back from. I know that a movie that I like recently that worked well with psychology. I feel Sinners was a good one. Sinners was a good psychology movie through like the way that it broke the field of that scene with all the music from different decades. You know what I mean? That's a very iconic cinema moment right there. Do you have anything that you would like to pull as a reference point?
There's a ton of films that are like pretty good that I know, but I can't really pick one because they're all so good.
Well, bro, this is a we can talk about the work that you were doing, um, or just like what's going on, bro. Because what I realize is this is just about finding out who the artist is, who is. First of all, I'd have to know what you go by. Is it Bonifin? Is it JMV? What is it, bro?
I actually like gave myself a ton of names, and if you can tell, I made it a new one recently. So originally my actual name is Jonathan,
Yeah,
but I have a ton of names like Bonathan, JMB, what else? Monteezie Arts, which is the new one. And I'm gonna add this one, Blow Caddy, which was like a failed like project that I tried to make, which was like which was usually focused more on like music, but then I just like gave up on that.
I. You could do music still, I believe. You already got the work for yourself. You know what I mean. You got the photos in your library that you can use as your cover arts for the songs that you might put out, might not. Of course, but I feel like you gotta settle on one name so that we can call you it, and then we know who we're referring to. But it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
now.
I know. Honestly, I think I know what name I would want to be known as now, but I'll tell you like later.
Okay, so we go back on like songs in general, bro. If you have to say what three songs are in your
Yeah.
playlist right now in rotation, what are these songs?
Okay. These songs on my rotation right now, three songs that I listen that I have on my rotation right now is Roommates by Malcolm Todd. I also liked let's see. I also liked Get Ready by Sublime. And let's see which one else I remember. Oh yeah, it's this rap song called Feather by Nujabes, and it's a pretty good song. It's pretty relaxing.
Ujabes, are they like they're either lo-fi or they're instrumental hip hop? Which am I right in that with saying that?
Yes, Nujabes is a lo-fi hip hop producer that is considered one of the godfathers of lo-fi,
Yeah,
and allegedly they're on the same level as Jay Dilla, which is
legend, bro.
another hip hop right there. Legendary.
I've seen their work on album of the year. I have not. I'm yet to still listen to the album itself from front to back. Do you feel like that cover for that album with the white and the yellow, if you can say what the title is for is, do you feel like that cover has inspired you in any type of way?
In a way, yes, but what inspired me more to make cover art was just like me waking up realizing that I have like potential in things.
And that's a great thing to
Yeah.
realize. Of course, you're only 19 right now. The world is gonna, you know what I'm saying, give you the life experience. You're gonna find out what you actually are. And obviously, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. One small little mistake you said. I'm actually 18.
You're 18. I thought you turned 19.
Yeah. I turn 19 next year.
Like, oh, damn. Either way, you know what I'm saying, you're an
Yeah.
adult. What did you do today that was creative, or what did you do this past month, like February?
Mm, this past month, this past month I've been learning how to get more creative with my cover art because since it's usually just like photos and photoshops, I'm trying to find like different other creative ways where I can make my cover art.
Do you have a concept that you'd like to deliver on, or are you still trying to figure something out?
I'm still trying to figure it out currently.
Do you know what your most creative cover art that you've done already is, so the people will go ahead and find it for themselves?
I feel like the most creative cover art I made so far was for Rondo and Tina Nosa's song Fantasy. And basically it was arts and like crafts scrapbook inspired in a
Yeah,
way. And it was a bit like struggling to like but it was a bit struggling to like put everything together, but at the end it came out very great.
that's fire, bro. How do people usually
Yeah.
approach you when they want a cover art from you?
Well, at first they would greet me like hi, and then I would also greet them back, and then I would ask them if they needed anything, and they would and, and they would tell me their idea for a cover art that I could make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Like I've obviously approached you many of times. What with you a couple times, you know what I mean? Right now, we've got
Yeah.
something on the way that hasn't. I'm not even ready to announce yet. Big one though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Huh?
gonna be a big album.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big album for sure. We both like co-made this together, which is honestly a
Yeah,
pretty good collab.
that one took us about like the space of October, November.
Yeah. I can't believe you thought I was like getting mad, but I was never mad. Remember you told me that you were surprised that I wasn't getting mad about like you changing like things and stuff
Oh yeah,
for the cover art?
yeah,
Yeah, no, I was never mad. I was just like locked in to see what you also had to offer.
yeah, bro. And finally worked out like great. We was going back and forth with each other. Obviously, you have a different reference point. You have a different. Damn, that's a lot of F's. You have a
It's
different
alright.
reference points compared to like mine, we both like pull from different things. Obviously, I was just trying to make a Venn diagram of these reference points in a sense. I got a Doja Cat T-shirt that kind of reminds me of it. Speaking of which, what was the last concert that you
Mhm.
went to?
If I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually rarely go to concerts. Most of the times when I go to a concert, it would be with my parents, and
Yeah.
it would be with Mexican artists
Would you
that
like
they
to name
like.
any? Like, what's your favorite experience from that?
Well, right now, one of my favorite experiences was a concert, a Alejandro Fernandez concert, which is the son of this mariachi artist that was named Vicente Fernandez, rest his soul.
Yeah,
And and like and hearing their voices like live, I'm honestly impressed how skilled they are with their vocals.
for real singing.
Yeah. It's like it actually gets you emotional in a way.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I know about Fernandez, but like I know him through Fluffy.
Yeah.
You remember the like what he was talking about when he was referencing them?
Mm, no, not really.
Damn. But do you watch any of
Yeah.
the like Mexican comedians that might either be like Spanglish or they are just like locked in on the the Mexican language, whatever. Like I think that's Spanish. Do you watch any Mexican comedians that are just locked in like that?
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really watch like stand-up comedy and stuff like that. The only like stand-up comedian that I know is Fluffy, Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah,
Oh no, no, Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, Gabriel
yeah,
Iglesias.
that's one of the goats right there. So what do you do when it comes to
Yeah.
entertainment though? Like what are you interested in outside of your work and studies?
Well, outside of my work, I would just like watch a good like YouTube video essay or just play like video games.
Hmm.
I'm mostly getting locked in on video games right now because soon I'm getting a PS5.
Getting the PS5 on the way.
Yeah, on the way. Right now, I'm currently playing on a PS3, so I got a lot of catching up to do.
Damn. I still got my
Yeah,
PS4 from 10 years ago, I believe.
it's honestly so cool to still have your like older consoles because the memories they have, it's just amazing.
Being the age that we are, 10 years ago we was literally like 9 or 8 or 10. You know what I mean? Which is childhood for real.
Yeah.
What games have you been on? Like, because it might be limited when it comes to PS3.
Right now I've been playing games like Red Dead Redemption 1. I'm currently watching my brother play Resident Evil and Uncharted. Those are the only games I've been having experiences with right now on the PS3.
Yeah, the top tier games. So,
Yeah.
would you be locked in on first person shooter when you get a PS5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
You excited to
Yeah.
get any games from that or?
I'm actually very excited because it's honestly gonna be my first time playing like more modern popular games. I haven't been able to play like more popular games or like what's trending right now because I'm like in a poor household in a way that we
Hmm.
can't really get stuff like that.
Do you feel like that's influenced you creatively though? If that makes sense?
Yeah, it has.
Because you're able to be like in areas people might not go to in the sense of, like where did you shoot the shot of the beds?
When I'm like outside like shooting like photos or like or like trying to find a place to like take photos, I would go to more nicer places and yeah, I would just go to like nicer places to take the photos.
Where was that field that you was throwing for a rando? If you get what I mean.
The field Fernando. Is it the one for Gorgeous?
I think so. It was like the tall grass.
The tall grass. I think it was something special, no? I think that's from what I remember.
No, something special is a car. Um, you did
Yeah,
one
something
where it was
special.
like a real, I want to say cornfield type vibe.
Oh, Soho. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Well, for that one, I was at a pumpkin patch festival called it's called Deloso's Family Farm. And I was at the corn maze, and the corn maze has like little stairs where you can go up and like try to find the exit. And I just took a quick photo, and it just turned out to be that.
yeah, bro. There's something as simple as this created a real aesthetic for a song like Soho. It was like
Yeah,
just real natural, like honest. You know what I mean?
yeah. And okay, here's a little secret that um that I also do. I want this to be part of the video. Sometimes I would even just use like I would even use screenshots that I have on my phone, and I would just crop it into something, and then I'll like turn it into something more creative. I'd be finding art in everything.
This one I will say because it's only a single. There was a
Mm-hmm.
grasshopper, like a giant grasshopper, that you sent me a picture
Mm-hmm.
of that we worked over for
Hmm.
my next one that comes out. Was that where was that, bro?
Yeah, that was at my front door. There was this
I
like yeah, so my family was like cleaning like the inside of my house, and we just mopped, so we went outside to like to wait for it to dry. And then we were hearing this like weird sound, and we realized that it was just like a grasshopper. And then it flew to my door, and I took a photo of it.
yeah, bro, that was massive.
Yeah. Like I was scared at first, but but then I but then when I saw that it was just staying still, I just took the photo, and then I just went back downstairs.
You have like a specific type of art that we go to you for that we've been discussing this whole interview about your cover arts and stuff like this. Would you be interested in doing like music videos or like just the editing of that?
Honestly, I think I want to focus more on cover arts, and then like visuals for audio videos. I've done a few like I've done a few visuals for I believe it was Gorgeous, and this new one I think it's still not out yet. And the way I would make these visuals is by using an old camcorder, and I'll just either find videos that I recorded, or just record something quick and just to send it to them.
A question that's asked a lot all the time, even in job interviews themselves. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from this point?
For me, I see myself as a therapist that has a side hustle on making like art for song artists.
Is there something that inspired you to be looking into being a therapist, or is it like, as vague as you want to be?
I honestly chose to want to be a therapist just to like do something for my future. And yeah, that's pretty much why I chose to be a therapist, because it's for me it's kind of simple.
It's like the niche of being a doctor in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like the subgenre of that. It's good for the
Yeah,
mind.
it's kind of like how like Ringo like became a doctor from what I heard. Like get a job at a professional field, and then do like art, or like make a song as like a side gig.
If we're talking music itself, do you see yourself releasing a song either this year or anytime down the future?
Well, right now I haven't really thought of like starting to like make music. I do have like a huge archival catalog of beats and songs that I made under my abandoned project called Blow Caddy. But maybe like in the future I'll probably release that archival catalog.
Because it could be possible where you get to a point of a Rick Rubin, in a sense. You know who I mean by that.
Um, yeah, I think I'd be possible as that sooner or later.
So when you just make music based off your taste, you get other people to create the music, but you put it out, and that's Jonathan Bonifant Maltese. You know what I mean? Whatever we figured the name out.
Well, honestly, when I was doing that like project, I was honestly making the beats myself on BandLab, but most of the time it was just like loops and stuff. So, yeah. I wouldn't really see myself as like a Rick Rubin type when it comes to making music. I would see myself more as like a boom bapish, lo-fi ish like beginner artist. Nujabes and Dilla are like the two people that actually inspired me to try to make music
Yeah.
as like a little side project. Yeah, speaking of Dilla, hold on, let me show you this real quick. I'm actually renting out a this book about Jay Dilla at the library, and it's honestly a pretty interesting story. It's about his life and his art.
There you go, bro. You know what I mean? Can you
Yeah.
expand on what you know so far? Is there anything that resonates with you?
Something that resonates with me is just it's just the way he just like chops his samples and stuff. I want to learn how to like sample and chop similar to Dilla as like an inspiration. Like a song "Don't Cry," I saw the way I saw the way he like chopped it and stuff. Like I seen a video of like how it was made, and it was honestly kind of impressive to like chop like milliseconds of a song to make something good.
Was this on Tracklib or was this like a other content?
I believe it was Tracklib, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them type of videos, bro. I enjoy them too as a producer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also enjoy them.
Is there a beat that you like from me, bro?
You're very creative as an artist, and I see you a lot as like a mentor in a way when it comes to my craft stuff.
Damn, bro. And obviously,
Yeah,
I do try and give a perspective. I'm not gonna always have a perfect perspective. I'm just trying to, like, if I see something in a talent, obviously the way that I see it in you, bro, I'm trying to see that
yeah,
expand. Like, I don't want it at a level where I know it should be higher than, in a sense.
yeah, and I appreciate you a lot for seeing my potential when it comes to my art. Like, I can tell you see it as something revolutionary in a way.
Bro, I do, and I'm not the only one who does as well. You've got like she's making crazy music under your cover arts. Rando is Sinister Santi dropped I think two projects possibly. Where you did the cover art for it. You did Back to the Bay too. Is that true?
No, Back to the Bay 2, I think that was just him or someone else. The only I've only did one like I, I've only made one cover art for it for him, and that was X2 Mint.
Yeah,
But hopefully in the future I would make more like covers for him.
I did actually listen to that album front to back up at least three times, three to four times, and that is so explosive.
It is. It's honestly like he's very impressive the way he like produces his beats and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
he's
my
got
cat, by the way.
we got the cat in the building.
We got the cat in the building. This is Tibby.
We got Timmy the cat in the building.
Yeah, we got Tibby the cat.
So obviously, I was just saying, bro. I feel the X2 Mint what Sinister Santi was doing with that, or songs before then. This like distorted jerk music, the distorted jerk beats is what I'm saying. Is I feel he's starting a new wave, very very slowly though. In that sense, like I pray for him to have more traction.
Today I saw that he added on one of his notes that he just put the words hi-fi pop, which is like no hi-fi hyper pop, which is like a blend of hyper pop and hi-fi, which is a rap genre here in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
And I honestly like the way he just like puts them together because I can tell that's the kind of like style of music he's willing to make.
bro, he is insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very like an artist that you listen to on a playlist. Like he has the diversity to be from rap caviar or like just gatekeep underground music. This range is insane for him.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I
I
mean?
honestly I honestly love how he has like a blend of like him being underground and then there's moments where he sounds like he's like a big artist and stuff.
Yeah. You've got
Yeah.
obviously you said just then that you're from the Bay Area. Do you have a favorite artist from this region, like rapper, if you would.
Yeah, my favorite artist from the Bay, it's honestly a pretty basic like answer. It's Mac Dre.
By Dre.
He yeah, he made songs like Get Stupid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I enjoy a lot of music that comes from there. I know about G Perico, if you know about G Perico.
No, but I do know E40. I know E40 and I know La Russell. He's like currently going big right now
Okay, so
in here in the Bay.
you listen to a lot of like legends in that sense. Is there a reason for that? Like you do kind of drift off into the Matt Dre's and E40 rather than like the G Pericos or even a Ramble. Let's say for example.
Not really, but like I mostly also listen to them because I'm a very big like music guy, so I would mostly just listen to whatever.
Do you have anything that you'd like to plug?
All I can say is that we're all growing as a person, and things are gonna change sooner or later for everyone, and we all just hope that it's gonna be like a brighter a brighter era for all of us, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
obviously the best message to leave it on, bro. Do you have a
yeah.
next goal? And then we're gonna leave you.
Mm. My next goal is to keep making more art. I've honestly kind of stopped for a bit because I went through like a ton of personal things. But now that I'm going back on track, I am looking forward to like work with new artists, work with the same artists that I worked with in the past, and just like build a reputation in the music industry.
That's a great goal. But I do believe you do have something that you do want to promote if we talk about the Maltese account.
The Oh yeah, I recently made an account that focuses more on like it's like a business account, so I can help like small and upcoming artists with cover arts for their projects, and I'm looking forward to make business and meet new people in the industry.
Okay, and hopefully that works out for you. I'm already followed. They should follow now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's me. That's if say one name that you'd like to call yourself for this interview.
Mm, I would like to be named under the name Monteezie.
Maltese. We're gonna get that in,
Yep.
and I hope to see big things from you next time you come around. We'll do another interview, um, like a year from now or given months. I appreciate you doing this with me.
Yep.
All love,
I
gang.
appreciate you too.
I'm gonna see you.
All love.